Live chat.
Hello, hello.
Um, how do I see how many people are online? Hi, I'm not sure if I'm talking to anyone. This is our second live stream. Welcome. And I'm just figuring out Twitch a little bit. Managed to do a new layout. Oh, I think I see 3 people online now. Hopefully, some more will come.
Is that hello?
Yeah. SR Tigris. I think you joined us yesterday for pizza as well. Welcome again. Anyway, today we are going to do a playthrough of Arkwright. Arkwright, the card game. You know, there's also Arkwright, the board game from Stefan Ristas. And today we will play the card game. It is a card game, and yeah, next to me is Ollie. He will be playing for the first time today. This game, anyway. And he thought, yeah, we're playing a card game, so it will be half an hour or something, but it won't. It will take about 2 hours to play this game. This is probably the most heavy game that we've ever published, and it will go to Kickstarter uh, on August the 10th.
Yeah, it looks like a board game. Yeah, you call it Arkwright, the card game, the board game.
Or can the card game, the board game? Well, it has more than 100 cards. We had that remark before, and the thing is, we thought about making this as a roll and write version. You can have this as a paper player board and just use a pen to mark things. But that is actually the same cost to produce as these nice player boards. So why wouldn't we do this in cardboard?
Sure.
So anyway, Sepp is also joining us. He is fetching some drinks right now, and I will start explaining the game. Oh, I think we only have one person watching now. But of course, people can watch this video afterwards as well.
It says you're dropping a lot of frames.
Dropping a lot of frames?
Not much we can do about that. Does it sound and look okay to our one viewer, Tigris?
Do you hear us talk? Because I'm not sure if everything is working. Oh, that's just frame drop 16. That's just the number of frames that you have per minute. So I guess we're okay.
Yes, fine. Okay. Yep.
Okay. I will start explaining the game. So first of all, Arkwright is thematically it is set in the 18th, at the end of the 18th century, at the beginning of Industrial Revolution, when machines were invented, and Arkwright was one of those industrials that invented a lot of machines and had a lot of factories in his time. What we are doing is building factories. Actually, we can have a maximum of 4 factories, and we will start with 2. You can have a lamp factory, cutlery, is it correct?
Yep.
Cutlery, clothes factory, or bread factory. And the goal of the game is to have as many shares of your companies altogether. You count the shares here on your player board. And the highest value of shares. So you will multiply the value with the amount of shares or the number of shares that you have at the end of the game. And that's the goal of the game. But there's a lot of things going on, a lot of possibilities to achieve that. We will play 3 decades. This is the decade marker. And in each decade, we will have 4 rounds. And in every round, one factory will produce a product, a good. Yeah, I was hesitating because, of course, it's not one factory. If 2 people have a bread factory, then 2 factories of bread will produce bread, right? Everyone's bread factory will produce bread at that time. So we will have 4 production phases in each decade, and we play 3 decades. Now, when it is a player's turn, he can choose out of 5 different actions. In the expert version, you can choose between 7 actions. There are 2 expert actions as well. The first action is just building factories, and you can build as many as you want. So you start with 2. Now, the main difference between a factory in the beginning of the game and when you build a factory later in the game is that in the beginning of the game, you start a factory with 1 worker card and an office. I have to find that first. This is my office. So in the beginning of the game, you start with 2 factories with 1 worker card and an office. But when you build a factory later in the game, you will not start with the worker card. You will only start with the office. Okay. But you can build as many factories as you want. So you start with 2, but you can build 1 or you can build 2 at the same time. Or you can upgrade all of your factories at the same time. That's the other thing that you can do as a first action.
Okay, build or upgrade. Yeah.
Build or upgrade. You can upgrade from you start of course in decade 1. So that's also this symbol. You can upgrade to decade 2 with this card just by flipping it.
You can upgrade to decade 2 while you're still in decade 1, I guess. Or can you?
No, you can only upgrade to the decade that you're in. So coming from 1, you go to 2, and that has to be in era.
Yeah, 2. That's pretty obvious, I think. That also means that you have this second worker card. You can only upgrade this worker card from decade 1 to decade 3. So if you're on decade 2, you cannot upgrade this card.
Okay.
But you can actually, when you do an upgrade action, you can upgrade everything in your card pool. Everything. Your factories, your cards, anything. The second action that you can do is add workers to your factory, or to your factories. Because it's the same thing, you can add as many workers as you wish with that one action. But of course they have to match. This is not right. This is the lamp factory with cutlery, so that's not right, obviously. It helps if I show the player card a little bit. So these are your 5 actions. Yeah, you would have to flip it. Turn it, yeah. Yeah, it's a manual focus, I'm afraid. It's a cheap camera. So each factory can have up to 2 worker cards. And you start with them like this. Nope, like this. So this could be my cutlery factory. So that's a lot of workers. And they will produce a lot of goods, but of course you have to be careful that you don't have to pay too much income, because at each production phase you will have to pay your workers their wages. But that's the second thing you can do as an action, just add as many workers as you want. You add the workers at the left side. This is a handy icon. Maybe I have to show that to the camera as well. Where is it? So, oh, that's difficult. So the icon on top. Yeah. Let me try it.
So where my finger is there, that shows you the spacing, right? Whether it's on the end or in the middle.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to show. Okay. So the third thing that you can do is upgrade your workers to machinery. That means that you're going to rotate your worker cards. So you're not going to flip them, that's to upgrade, but you're going to rotate them. So they start like this. So you start with 3 workers, and when you rotate it, it's 2 workers and 1 machine. Okay? So that's also why this symbol has 2 arrows to rotate.
The machines, they replace workers and they're cheaper. That's the idea.
Yeah, the workers, they start at a cost of, where is it? A cost of 3, while each machine will always cost 1. Or even less if you have the right development card, but we'll come to that later. So that's the third thing that you can do. The fourth thing that you can do is add quality or distribution. You cannot add quality and distribution at the same time. You have to choose one of the two. And you will do that at 1 or more factories. But you can only add quality as depicted on your player board. So at the start of the game, there's only 1 quality that you can add. But if you upgrade this, it's a prototype. Yeah, maybe I should mention that. This is a prototype. This is definitely not the final production quality. So this prototype has some small errors still. This is work in progress, so keep that in mind. Yeah. So you can upgrade that quality. You see that in the middle, you can upgrade it from 1 to 2 quality that you can add. You can add those 2 quality to 1 factory or to more factories, or those 2. Or you can add distribution. You can add 2, or later in the game you can add 3 or even 4.
Distribution satisfying that marketing.
Distribution, yeah, you can call it marketing. It's not really the same. You know, it's set in the 18th century, and the term marketing did not exist in that.
That's correct.
At that time. But distribution is more or less the same as marketing. And that's also why it disappears marketing, or why it reduces at the end of each production phase. So if you did distribution for your cutlery factory and you produced cutlery, then you would reduce your distribution by 1. So for instance, where's my distribution cards? So for instance, I have 2 distribution here. At the end of this production, I will have to reduce it to 1 just by rotating my card. Okay? Also, there's one important rule. Each factory can have a maximum of 4 quality and 4 distribution. In practice, that means that you can only have 1 distribution card on each factory, because this card allows you to go up to 4.
Yeah. Oh.
So there's no need to add a second distribution card. Also keep in mind that in your deck there are only 2 distribution cards and 3 quality cards. So if you have 4 factories, you will not be able to add distribution to each factory. You only have 2 cards that you can use.
Okay, so you can only pump up to 2 of the factories.
Yeah. Okay, that's quality and distribution. The fifth thing that you can do is, and you have to do that in this order, you do 3 things. The first thing that you do is buy shares. How many shares that you can buy is also depicted on your player board. The standard cost of a share is just what is indicated on your player board. So in the beginning of the game, each share costs £10. But if you use this development, you will be able to buy 1 share at half price. So you can buy the first one for £5, and then as many as you like for the full amount. Yeah. If you upgrade this a second time, then you will be able to buy 2 shares at half price, and then as many shares as you like at full price. Okay, so that's buying shares. Then you can take loans. You can take as many loans as you want, as you wish. But each loan will cost you a share value. So in the beginning of the game, each loan will cost you £10, right?
It will give you £10.
It will give you £10.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And you take a disc like this and you put it on your player board for each loan that you take. Right? Now at the end of the game, you will lose, and that's one of the things that is not correct in this prototype. These two icons should be switched, because at the end of the game, for each loan that you take, you lose 1 share. For each loan that you took during the game. Okay, you can also, if you're doing a production and you're not able to pay all the costs of your factory, at that time you can also take an emergency loan. That's not on this player aid, but then there's also something that you want to prevent, because each emergency loan only gives you half of the pounds as depicted here. Yeah? Actually, we try to prevent taking loans anyway.
Yeah, it's not something that happens very often. It's really in very rare situations where you end up with too few money that you need to take away.
Okay, and the last thing that you do with that action is take 2 ships, right? We will play the beginner's game. That means that we start with 2 ships, but we will use them during the game. But in this action, you can, if you don't have any ships anymore, if you have only 1, you just take up to 2 again.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's all the actions you can do. I see I forgot to mention one thing when you do action 1 or 2, so upgrading factories or taking workers. These things also move. These appeal markers all go up 1 step, because when there are more workers, there is more buying power. That's thematically the reason why all the appeal tokens go up 1 step. And also the wages marker goes up 1 step.
Okay. So if you expand your factories, the supply goes down? No, the supply goes up, demand goes down. Is that the idea? When you expand your factories? Produce more, then there's less demand.
Produce more, less demand?
Yeah. Also, like we just mentioned, the actual buying power, the fact that there's more people and then there's more money as well, means that there will be more demand.
Okay. Now, when everyone has done his action, no, I'm saying this wrong. When you've done one of your actions, you immediately do step B. And step B is to determine this little cube. No, it's actually this disc that we're using.
No, yeah, the disc is used on the actual factory, and the cube will be put on the track.
Yeah, these are the appeal markers. Yeah.
So I'll put it on the lamp. You start with that 1, and it will go up and down, and that will have an impact on the.
What does this signify?
This signifies that green has a land factory.
And
at the moment,
the value
is. I always call it marketing, but what was it again? I constantly
distribution.
The distribution.
So let me give you an example. I'm trying to build a factory here. Finding my cards.
I can build a bread factory if you like.
Okay, this is the office. And let me add one quality card just as an example, or distribution card. So, for instance, I have this situation. This marker here is on 2 appeal and 9 income. That is 9 money, 9 pounds that you get for each good that you can sell to the home market, right? But you get 9 plus 4, so there's 13 pounds for each good that you sell to the home market. Oh, this is the lamp factory actually. Should be this one. Bread is not that expensive. So that's 3 plus 4. So now each bread is 7 pounds. And your appeal will be 5, because this is 2 plus 3. So that means that my marker here, you have a marker on each track, of course, but this marker is on 5. At the beginning of the game, we put it at 1. So if I put it to 5 in the first production phase, then I go up 4 steps, of course, but also I pass 3 red arrows. And for each red arrow that I pass, this one goes up 1 step. Okay? And every player that produces bread will do that. Right? So that means that this marker can go up more. And you will have a situation like this, for instance. And this means that when I produce, I first look at the number of bread that I produce. I produce 3. And in this case, I will all sell them to the home market in England, because this is 5 and this is in 2. 5 minus 2 is 3, so I can sell 3 bread to the home market. Okay. And actually, everything that you can sell to the home market, you have to sell to the home market. Yeah? If this was the case, then I could only sell 2 bread to the home market, and I would I have 2 options then, or I can use my storage house, add it to my factory, to indicate that I have 1 good left.
Yeah, that was confusing for me. It's just an indicator, you don't have to pay for the warehouse.
No, that's just an indicator. I produced that, but I didn't sell it to the home market, so I still have it. Yeah. And I can sell it later in the game. Sure. Okay?
And on the warehouse, I'm trying if I can show you, you can store either 1 or 2 goods.
Yeah. Okay. But again, you only have 2 of those cards, so the number of goods that you can store in your factories is limited. The second thing that you can do with goods that you overproduced is to ship them. So, and the number of goods that you can ship on each ship is indicated on your player board again. So at the start of the game, that is 2 goods on each ship. Yeah? Is this, oh, this is not visible on the camera, on my player board. Let me move it a little bit. So that's here. Yeah. But you can upgrade that to 3 goods per ship or 4 goods per ship. Yeah. The income from your ship is a fixed income. Each bread that you sell or that you ship to another country and sell to another country, so not on the home market, will give you 9 pounds. Yeah. But also for each ship that you use, you will have to put a marker on your player board. Okay? And this will reduce, so these icons are also wrong, I'm afraid.
I don't think that you can see the icons that well, so we can just...
Yeah.
Pretend that they're right.
Well, we can pretend that they are right. No, this is a prototype, we're not lying. There are errors on this prototype. So these should be pounds, right?
Yeah.
So each ship, if you use the value of your shares with 1, if you use 3 ships, you will get a reduction of 2, here 3, and so on. Okay.
Sure.
So now my second ship is actually free to use if I already use one.
Yep.
But you try to ship 2 goods on a ship at the same time because it would be too expensive to ship only 1 good.
Okay, yeah, so that's because there's spaced, right? So the first one gives you -1, second one doesn't do anything, and
Yep.
the third one gives you
Absolutely.
-2.
Yep. Okay.
So try to avoid using ships as another.
No. Ships can be very lucrative.
There is a winning strategy in
Yeah.
supplying foreign markets.
But you have to use them
Yeah.
correctly. You have to use them optimally.
Also keep in mind that if you use 2 ships in the same round, meaning that in the first rounds when you haven't developed your ship track yet, you'd be transferring 4 goods to the foreign market. You have to pay both ships, of course, and you also put down 2 markers. So it's not to be forgotten. Each ship on this card, even if you use both in the same round, gives you a marker.
Oh, I don't think I get this upgrade.
Okay.
I thought I could have max 2 ships.
You can have maximum of 2 ships, and the ship track on the player board is a track that tells you how many goods you can sell with 1 ship.
1 ship, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like whole
So
size.
you start off with it's whole size actually. Yeah.
I've put the microphone a little bit closer because someone made a remark that they don't hear the 2 of you.
Okay.
Or you can speak up a little bit, of
Yeah.
course.
Mm-hmm.
Can I adjust the camera? Sorry, that's a little bit difficult.
Maybe closer.
No, it seems upside down, he says. Yeah, of course, 2 player boards are upside down. No, these are not. These are not upside down. Yeah. Next time we will spend some more time with the better layout. Sorry. You will.
Is it the orange one that's upside down, or which one? Or
No, this one is upside down, of course.
Oh, sad. You want to play upside down?
But we can move this one like this for the camera.
Is this better? If you do it like this?
I don't think that is the problem.
That's
The strange thing, of course, is that there is the camera, so these should be upside down.
No, but if you look at it there, that's what they see, right?
Yeah.
So that's.
If this is better, then
And I'd say this.
Not upside down, but I feel as though I am standing and looking back at the one right side up. Yeah, actually, that is true. Well, for now we're going to keep it this way. Sorry, it's a little bit too difficult to change it right now. Sorry. Actually, that one is more easy to see. Yeah.
and is it better now that it's upside down from where I'm sitting? Because I feel perfectly comfortable playing like this. So if it works better for you, then I'd be happy to do it this way.
Yeah, okay, that's blue is easier to see.
Okay, super.
Okay, we'll keep it like this. Okay, so where was I? So after you've chosen one action, you will first determine the selling cost of your goods and your appeal. And then the last thing you do during your action is choose one development. And that means that you can move one of those cubes on your player board, one step. It's easy as that, doesn't cost anything. Or you take one of those cards.
Okay, so upgrading this or taking one of these?
Yep.
I think these are rather obvious, no?
Yeah, the iconography is pretty clear.
I only think that the bottom left one might need a little bit of explanation because you only are allowed to have 2 of these upgrade cards.
Development cards
at first. Yeah. So you only have access to 2 development cards at the beginning of the game. and you want to increase that to 3 and maybe even 4 later on in the game.
Sure. Yeah. Machinery is clear. I don't think I said that with the action, but when you do when you upgrade 2 machines, then you can only upgrade 2 workers to 2 machines.
Yeah.
And you can upgrade that to 3 or 4. Sure. Yeah. We will go over the development cards after I've done the rest of the explanation. So when everyone has done his action and determined his appeal and chose one development, then we go to production. And then when we're in the bread phase, everyone who owns a bread factory will produce bread and sell bread, right? And I explained that already, how that works, I think.
Sure.
Yeah. So first you see what you sell to the home markets. Then you choose to store or ship if you have overproduction. The third thing that you do is determine the costs of your production, which is determined by a fixed cost of your factory, the maintenance cost of your factory, which is on your factory itself, plus the cost of your workers. For each worker that you see, you have to pay the wages, which is 3 at the start of the game. Plus you pay one pound for each machine that you have. Then you get rewarded. If you sold at least 2 goods to the home market, you can increase your share value with 1. So if you sell only 1 good to the home market, you don't get that. You have to sell at least 2. Yeah. The one who sold the most goods. No, that's not correct. No, the one. Yeah, that's this iconography is one of the things that's not correct. The one who has the most appeal on the bread track.
Highest up here.
The highest appeal. Yeah. So the highest number here.
If blue was here, for example, then blue would have the highest appeal.
Yeah, and then blue would get an extra share value.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it is a tie, then no one gets that. And the last thing that we do is reduce distribution by 1. Distribution next to this factory that we just did. Okay. Then when we are at the end of the round,
starting player
we pick a new starting player.
As long as we are in the same era, the starting player will now pass on to the next player, just following clockwise turn order. So if, for example, I was the first player in the first round, then Rudy would be the first player in the second round, Ollie would be first player in the third round, and I would be first player again in the fourth round. At that time, the era will end and the second era will begin. At the start of the second era, we will have to determine who has the lowest value at that time in his company by multiplying the share value with the amount of shares at that time, and whoever scores lowest on that number will get to determine who will be starting player for the first round in the second era.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay, rock and roll. Start making some stuff.
Okay, I'll go briefly on the development cards. Yeah, it's probably a little bit awkward for people at home. We'll try to show them to you as well. So the first card that I will be showing is a card that will make sure that 2 of your machines do not have to be paid. So you will not have to pay.
I'm not sure if you have to go over them one by one.
Okay.
Not in detail like that.
Yeah, the iconography is
okay,
right?
So very briefly, We've got big warehouses. We already spoke of the small
Storehouses.
warehouses, storehouses. These can store even 3 and 4 goods. We have the architect, I think he's called, or the engineer, who will be able to augment the quality of your goods to a superior level. So you can actually go up to 6 quality instead of the max of 4 that we spoke of earlier on. We can have the extra distribution card indeed. There's a foreman who will be able to diminish the cost of the workers in one factory. So the moment you obtain the cards, you can immediately put it on a factory, or you can keep it with you and put it on a factory later on. But the moment you've put it on a factory, it'll remain there for the end of for the rest of the game. And from then on, a maximum of 4 workers will cost you £2 less each.
For up to 4 workers.
Yeah, for up to 4. Yeah. Let me have a quick look at this one. Okay, this card, if you use it during the production phase, even if you are tied for the highest appeal, you will get it. So you will break the tie by tapping this card, and it will untap at the end of the era. You can also destroy the card. You can also discard the card, so it'll be out of the game. Or no, it will be returned.
No, it will go back in the pool.
Yeah, it will be returned to this pool. At that time, the player who does that will be able to choose who will be starting player in the next round. So that can actually change turn order inside of one era. That's possible. This card will ensure that you can develop your factory already from era 1 to era 2, or from era 2 to era 3, in an era that, when it's not actually the era that you want to go to. That was very bad English, but so even if you are in era 1, you can already augment your factory to a factory of era 2.
Sure.
Yeah, and also from 2 to 3. You can also that's expert version. So every time that you see that guy, it's for the expert version. This card, you can use that card 1 time each era, and if you do that, you can use 1 ship without putting a ship token there. It's a very useful card. For sure we'll be fighting for that one, because both Rudy and I love it. Then we have the patrons. Patrons that will be demanding certain goods. And if you at one point produce too many goods and you are not able to sell enough to the market, you can use them to sell a good to them, and thus scoring an extra sale on the home market. They only can be used for 2 specific goods each time, and you have to tap them, so you can only use them once each era as well. This card is actually the same one as that one. This card just says that during the production phase, you can use 1 good extra, and you have to discard the cards to the development card pool. That's it.
Seems okay.
Okay, we'll first.
It's not that difficult.
No.
Yeah, if you can, I don't know how well they can see the iconography, but if you can see the iconography, it's quite clear. Like I can just look at it and know what it does.
Okay, starting player is blue.
What a coincidence.
What a coincidence. Okay, the fact that I will be starting player means that I get to choose 1 factory first. Am I saying correct?
Yes.
Yeah. I will choose 1 factory, after which Rudy will choose 1, and then Ollie will choose 2. Rudy will choose his second one, and I will choose my second one.
Yeah. Which one do you choose?
I always start the day with bread, so let's go to the bread factory. So I put the factory, I put the first production line in as well as the office. And I
You start
put
with breads.
one of my cubes on the number 1 slot here. There's no real need to put this thing already on a certain spot because that will be changed during the first round when we will start production in the bread factories.
I will start with lamps.
Sure. I will go with clothes. And I guess it's good to stay away from what you guys are doing. But I'm gonna go with
More competition is not good.
yeah. I'm gonna go with cutlery and clothes. I guess.
Cutlery and clothes. Okay.
Then as a second factory, I will go for clothes.
One, one, and then. Do I choose which one, or is it always mine to start?
You choose. Doesn't matter. You can rotate it anyway. So.
I want cash.
No, sorry. Oh yeah, we'll be going for cutlery as well.
Great. So
So you're the only one. The only one with competition on both sides.
Yeah, you don't know that already, but this is better for me.
He knows that if he competes against me, he loses.
Yeah. Been there, done that.
It's a Saturday evening. We're enjoying ourselves, so we have taken a Belgian beer. Skål.
Oh,
Which one is this, by the way?
this is a Pinaat. I'll show the bottle. So we are enjoying a nice Belgian beer. It's called Pirate. This was not a payback. Okay, at the start of the game, each player can actually buy additional shares. So if you like, you can. We start off with 50 pounds. And if we are confident that we do not need that entire amount of money for the investments that we're going to make, we can already start buying shares of our company at £10 each, because that's the value of the pounds at the start of the game. I will continue my. No, I'll actually go for 3 this time. I usually go for 2, but I never win this game, so I'll do 3 once.
I go for 3 as well.
I'll copy you guys. Why not? 2. I'll go for 2.
No. It might be a little bit more relaxed if you go for 2, because you have a bit more money to spend. And
Sounds sensible. So I've got 12 shares. You start with 10. I'm going up to 12. Okay.
Okay, and we start with 1 development.
we start off with 1 development. Yeah. I'm not quite
Not a
sure.
card.
I'm not quite sure how that is.
Oh, we
written in
start
the
with
rules.
development cards as well.
You can pick one. You can either pick a card or you can pick a development on the board.
Yeah, but that's in the expert variant.
Okay.
In the basic setup, you start with standard development cards.
Okay. Yeah.
That's actually in the rulebook. Do we have a rulebook?
No.
No. Then we would just choose one. We would, yeah. You can choose a development block on your board then, or a development card.
And is there a certain?
You first.
Okay, starting play goes first.
I think you go first.
I'll go for this one.
I'm actually not sure. Okay. Sepp announced the fight for this card, so I will take that one to prevent the fight.
I completely forgot that one was there. Otherwise, I would have taken it.
It's not that it's overpowered.
No.
That's what I was going to do, because yes, I picked it out.
Yeah, you can have it if you want. I will take another one.
Yeah.
Because it's your first game.
Yeah. But again, it's a different strategy, and it's kind of a weird strategy at some point.
I will go for the 4, maybe, I guess.
I'm a foreigner. I'll sell to the foreigners.
Is this standard? Did you shuffle?
I shuffle.
I don't think these are enough cards, to be honest.
They are. It's everything except for the four player cards.
Yeah, but if you have
equal cards, like the foreman, you put them. Okay, no. No, not those, I think. I would think that the moment you have more than two of the same type of cards, you flip one.
Well, it's in the rules. We should check the rules. Let me check them on the computer.
Or you can just go this way.
No, I will check the setup.
Okay.
Just a second.
So you're planning to upgrade
Immediately.
to Era 2 stuff.
Yeah. Given the fact that you were both so kind as to give me kind of a monopoly on the bread thing, I think it's best to immediately upgrade that factory and make that my.
So it can be a higher price.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll see what happens. This is something I haven't done before.
Do we do the basic setup or the expert setup with the cards?
That's basic because I'm
Basic, yeah.
Basic? Then we need 2 pattern cards.
Patents are these things.
Yes.
You know that one.
2 engineers.
2 engineers, yeah.
2 big storehouses.
Yeah.
The entrepreneur.
Is this one? I think.
Let's say that is the entrepreneur. The extra shift 2 times, so that's this one. I think.
No, this is the foreman. This is the extra shift. That's extra shift.
2, okay.
Yeah, 2 of them. So let me find the other one. Okay, got one.
1 foreman and 1 workshop.
Only 1 foreman.
Yeah.
Okay, and 1 workshop. Yep.
And 2 patron cards. Food clothes and food cutlery.
That's it.
Yeah.
So we put the other one back, right?
But if we do the basic setup, then we should also take the basic development cards. And with 3 players, that means player 1 gets the distribution +3 card.
I'm still looking for cutlery. The patron who has
So it's probably on the back side of the card.
cutlery and food. Yep, on the back side of this thing. And I need all those.
Okay.
No,
So play.
Okay, so 2 of those, 1 of those, 1 of those, 2 patrons.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think we're set then.
Yeah. And then you should start with a distribution card. So this one.
Yeah.
Why does it say distribution +3?
Because it has +3.
It also has a +4. Something to check. The second player, that's me. I should start with the workshop. And you should start with the foreman.
Alright.
Okay, so that's the basic setup.
I choose now which factory he goes into.
No, you can choose that later on. Yeah.
Distribution +3 is I think that's Raphael. Because he knows the rules. or it is Stefan. Are you Stefan?
Don't be toxic. Maybe that's a secret event.
Distribution +3 is on the board. On your player board. You should just move.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just you.
Yeah, that's just me.
Should have known that. So
Okay.
yes, it's Stefan.
Yeah.
Welcome, Stefan.
Hi, Stefan.
If we do anything wrong, please let us know. That's a designer, of course. Stefan restarts. So you can start.
Yeah, my entire strategy just went up in thin air.
You can take a development card right away.
But not one I want to have because that's out of the game now. Okay. So I'll be performing an action. Let me just check. So I don't have any competition there, so I can make 3 breads. So I'll have that on 3. Yeah, I'll do some advertising immediately.
So if other people that are watching us have questions for the designer for Stefan Risthaus, now is the time to ask because he's online.
So I chose the advertising action, and I've put down a +3 because I'm already allowed to do so. I've just made the most of my start development. I've done my A phase of my first turn. So now I need to put this down because I will be making bread this turn. I want to be on 3. As long as this thing keeps on 0, I want to be on 3 because that way I can sell all 3 of my breads at the home market and at the highest price possible. So I already have 3, so I can put down on 0 here. This can stay on 4, so I'll be selling them at 8 a piece. This goes up to 3, sorry. So 1, 2, and it will go up once. There we go. And I can choose development at the end of the rounds.
Okay.
Yep.
Then it's my turn.
I'll go for quality.
Let's see. Just to annoy Sepp, I'm going to build a bread factory.
I already knew that you were going to do that.
You didn't know that. Last time we played it, we both played with only 2 factories.
Let's just call that intuition. We've known each other for quite some years already. I actually knew you were definitely thinking about doing it.
Oh, now you can mind read.
Does turn order matter for when we're selling stuff?
No.
Do I need to worry that he's going to sell?
No.
Okay.
We all get the chance to sell that much that you can, you still remember the fact that you,
The thingy.
yeah,
The difference, yeah.
the difference between
Yeah,
the two. Yeah. So you all get to sell that many goods.
And at what point do I decide this? What?
You'll do that in phase B of your turn. So your turn will be A, perform an action, B, determine where that disc will be and what quality and what quality will be of your product and what the appeal will be. And C will be the development.
I will put my appeal. I started on 1, and then I will put it to 4, of course. 1, 2, 3 up. So this one goes 2 up. I produce 3. Let's move that to 1 more step up so Seth can sell less to the whole market.
Rudy is official now.
So you're selling higher quality bread. that's what that is.
Yeah, it's much more fresh, better ingredients.
Just saying that because mine's actually a lot better.
Doesn't look like it.
No, your appeal is much lower. Sorry. So that's it, and then I will take one development.
Is this one more produced or plus? What does the plus one mean?
The plus one means that you can sell one extra. So, for example, if I had the patron that I could sell bread to, then I could actually sell the third bread as well, which I now can't.
Oh yes, of course, no worker cards in the factory action.
No.
Ah.
Thank you, Stefan.
Oh, that's a game changer, of course. But that means I only produce 2 bread.
What happened there? No worker
I knew
cards?
that. Why did I do that?
When you build a new factory, you don't
doesn't
get
get a worker.
don't get first
I told it to
production line.
you.
Yeah.
Then I will move this one to 4.
So you're doing a subpar action just to annoy me.
Yeah.
This is going to cost you in the end.
Do not forget the wage and demand market rent factories on you. Yes, of course. So almost forgot that as well. You're not doing well.
What was that comment?
Yeah.
So
Whenever we build,
I build a factory, so there's new workers, so all the demand tokens go up 1 step.
Okay.
And the wages marker go up 1 step.
there is a discussion whether this is moving up or down. I always think that that's down, but
That's a good question about the weight of the game. On Board Game Geek, I saw that Arkwright has a weight of 4.7 or something. I think this is a little bit more light. I think this is not even a 4. But that's my personal opinion. I think Stefan should answer this question as well. But I would say about 3.7, 3.8.
somewhere between 3.75 and 4. I think.
No. Okay.
I have no opinion yet. Hovering around a 5.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope I didn't forget anything anymore. I didn't take my development yet. Let me take this one.
Okay.
That's a card that didn't use that often yet.
Okay, so 1A action. Let's say I want to increase the quality of my forks and knives, my cutlery.
Okay.
I would do it with this.
No, that will be
No,
that will be that's a development that you need to take. The actual augmenting of the quality will be done by using a card that has the thumbs up symbol. Because you only are allowed to do a one thumbs up at this point in the game.
Oh, that's not great.
You might want to
We
wait.
got a +3. How did you get the +3?
This is distribution.
That is very much true, Stefan. When you play it a lot of times, it feels lighter.
Yeah, definitely.
So I can get a +2 on my quality of my cutlery, yeah? If I want.
If you want, you can do that. Yeah.
Does that feel like a good move?
It's something that you could try out.
Yeah, let's give it a go. Yeah.
You put all of the cards concerning quality and distribution, etc. You put on the right
I was wondering why
side
it's upside down. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sure.
Yeah.
So now, and I
Okay. There's no need for you to adjust at this point in time, because the cutlery factory will only produce in 2 turns. Within in the next 2 turns. Yeah. So first we're going to produce bread now, then we'll be producing clothes, and only then cutlery. And there's no need to adjust now because it will tons of things can change in the meantime.
Yeah.
with 2 people already in bread, Did it make any sense for me to get into bread?
No, it was already a very strange move for Rudy to come into bread. No, it's something that can be done.
Yeah.
Sure, it was
You
something
can
that
win the
could have
game
done.
with 2 factories, you can win the game with 3 factories, you can win the game with 4 factories.
Yeah. Yeah, the
It's
thing
just a
is,
strategy that
yeah,
you need to
yeah.
choose.
there's a lot of pathways to victory in this game.
And it also depends on the other players. If you can play this game very competitively. We played it with my son once, and it was a completely different experience because he played it very nasty.
Yeah.
You taught him well.
What's in
Yeah.
the genes? Huh.
Can I? So I pick one of these now. Right?
You can pick one of these, or you could adjust one of your developments over there.
No, I'm happy with those. I don't want one of these. I think because they're going to run out. Right?
Keep in mind that you already have 1 card, yeah, and you're only allowed to have 2.
So that's it for the whole game then.
No, if you develop your card pool, then you can go up.
Or whenever you take a 3rd card, you just discard another
That's
one.
possible as well.
This one gives me a +6. Do I replace what's there, or is that on top of the +4?
That's on top of the office. But keep in mind that to get to the +6, correct me if I'm wrong, but you also need to be there on plus. You need to go up from a certain amount of quality. You can go up to a 6. So, for example,
Yeah,
again, correct me if I'm
you
wrong.
don't need to develop this first to take this one. You can just consider this as one of your quality cards that you use as any quality card. But if you have this card, it allows you to have 6 quality on each factory instead of 4.
The max goes up.
Yeah.
The max goes up to 6.
Yeah. But you still need to go up from
Yeah,
4
you go
to
up,
6.
so that's a later thing,
Yeah.
Alright. That's increasing the max sizes. This one, use it. I don't get the symbology. The quality equal to.
Yeah. This one means that if your appeal is tied with the for the highest in a certain track, you win the extra value on your shares. And you can also decide on who gets to be first player at any point in the game.
Why not?
Okay.
I'm answering a question here. Timeline for the official rulebook. There will be a draft rulebook with images that's not ready now, but there will be one ready by August 10th, by the Kickstarter date.
Okay, so we've ended the first round. We all had a turn to take an action. Now we will go to the production phase. In the production phase, both Rudy and I will be producing breads, and we will be seeing into how much we can sell and what it will cost us if we need to store stuff in our storehouse, if we need to ship whatever. So, to give you a quick explanation. I hope you can all see. I am producing 3 breads, so I'm producing 1, 2 in my basic factory and 1 in my first production line. So I'm producing 3 breads. If I have a look here, I am on 3 myself, and the appeal is on. This one is on. It's the appeal or demand. I always
Demand.
on demand on 0 is on 0. So the difference is 3. So I can sell all 3 of my breads. I can also sell them to a home market. I'm selling them at 8 a piece. So I have my quality is on 4 plus 4, meaning it's 8.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm selling at 8 a piece times 3 is 24.
My bread is much cheaper. My bread is only 4.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why you can sell breads. Mine is half price.
Yeah. Okay. So I've sold all 3 of them.
I sell
Rudy is selling
2 breads, so that's 28.
Okay.
But my costs will be much higher
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
my factory costs already 8.
Yeah.
My workers cost 6, so that's 20. 6 and 14. And that's it.
And I'm paying 18. So I've actually gained 6 in the process.
So I've lost £6 by annoying Seb.
I told you it was not a good move. Then again, it was a good move because
But
now we get to augment the value of our shares. And I only get to augment it once because I've sold at least 2 goods to the home market. Rudy sold at least 2 to the home market as well. And his appeal is higher, so he gets the bonus value for the shares.
Yeah. And then we go to the next round.
We go to the next round, so we will be producing clothes now, and starting player passes on to Rudy. Unless Ollie at this point in time wants to use his cards, of course, but
I don't see why I would not.
Me neither.
How many times can I do this?
We can do this once each era.
Okay, it looks like a
The top
one.
Yeah. The top one you can use once each era, so you will be able to tap it the moment you've used it. The lower option is something that you can do once and then you lose the card.
I'm going to do the machinery action. I'm going to upgrade this one to 2 machines. And as a development,
I forgot to diminish my advertising distribution. Thank you. I really am horrible with this terminology. It's doesn't fit my head.
as an upgrade, I'm going to take quality, I guess. Let me see. Yeah, quality.
You never ever take quality, and now I'm taking quality, you're taking quality as well.
I didn't even see that, Seb. I didn't notice that. I'm going to sell clothes, so I need to adjust my marker. Are you going to play? Are you going to annoy me?
No, why would I annoy you?
You should. The thing is, because
It's a private factory.
yeah, you do get that because Rudy was just behind me, choosing this appeal on the red track. He was in the driver's seat.
Yeah, so it's good to go later.
Yeah, he was in the driver's seat to establish how high the demand track was going to be, and that has a very big impact on what I could do. Also, by putting it there, he stole actually 1 value of share per share at the end of the game from me. So that specific action will probably yield him something between 20 and 25 points.
The bread, building the bread.
Yeah.
Was 15.
Current 30, yeah.
Yeah.
Not doing good,
Yeah.
I think. But yeah, starting a business is expensive. It's a very realistic game.
That's not gonna do it.
Okay,
It's very normal that you lose money at the beginning of the game.
So you've done your action.
Yeah, and I've determined my appeal. It's at 4,
Okay.
and then move the marker.
So now,
So now it's me.
so
or
no,
do you-
no.
I took a machine action. Yeah, green took a machine action, so I turned this card indeed. Green should have all worker, no machines, if I understand correctly. I now did the machine action, so that's correct.
And you still need to do your development. No, you did the quality thing.
I did the quality, so
Okay.
I'm finished.
That's over to me. So how can I screw Rudy out of business?
By moving this one to 5, because that means that you win.
The additional value.
That you win this one.
So now it's at plus. So now it's at 5, right? If I say
We're doing close. We're doing close.
So if I put it to here, then I need to get a plus. Right?
Yeah, or you could just turn that one around.
Rotate this one.
But then I get less money.
Then you get less money, but you're screwed.
You can add quality or something.
Yeah.
What distribution?
But then it would have been better last turn to augment that instead of taking that. But that's just choice that you can make in the game.
So I'm at max here, so that's.
But first you can do an action, right?
No.
Did you do an action?
No.
That's the first thing you.
Yeah, but he's debating what to do. Of
Yeah.
course, you have this card, so you can tap it. Yeah, and actually being equal to Ruby will be okay. So if you go up to 4, you're okay, and you can still sell them at 5.
Well, I think it's better to keep that when you compete against Sep.
Okay, so if I keep this at 4, I set this to +4 per each one.
Yeah.
So that'll be 6 total.
Yeah.
But the costs are 9.
That's the fixed cost, and then you get
Fixed cost to produce.
yeah, and then you have 1 for the machinery and 4 times 3 for the
Did you take machine actions?
workers. No,
Then your cards are wrong.
they're not.
Yeah.
They are. They are.
So that means that you had more costs during production.
2.
Ah. Thank you, Stefan.
So if I want to do what I did here, increase the distribution here, how do I do that?
We're not really used to be on camera, so let's just say that it's a little bit of nerves.
Where is this card? Where did I get this from? I've only
that
got
was-
one of them.
That was your action last turn.
Yeah, I've only got one of them in the game.
You should
or
have
one
2.
of them?
You should have 2.
I gotta find it.
It's here.
Okay, so I want to do it for this as well, +2.
Yeah.
And then I pick an upgrade. Okay, so
But do you want to be on 5? Actually.
It is 5 now.
Yeah.
No, I'm okay with 4, right? Because I need a little bit more money, right?
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, and this goes up 2. So you can still sell 3, which is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And you win ties.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to upgrade something. I think I'll go with quality.
Good move. Wow. Where did you learn that?
Business
Okay, we're going to produce.
I'm going to do my action, but it's actually I'm not in there, and I will not be building a factory. So you can just go on and produce. I'll just do my.
Yeah, you just do the action first. But we can already start counting.
You do it first, and then I'll copy it.
So I produce 3 clothes, and I sell 3 because this is 4, that is 1. So I gain 5 pounds for each, so that's 15. So it's 29. And then it costs 9 plus 6 is 15. And I have 2 machines that cost nothing, and 1 machine that still costs 1. So that's 16 my cost. So 11 to 13. I again lost 1 pound.
You suck at this game.
Getting better.
Losing less.
From losing 6 to losing 1.
Alright. So I do have this guy that I can make this cheaper. So I should kind of plan ahead a little bit. Instead of doing that, I'm going to upgrade my machine ability, my automation ability.
What are you doing?
Recon and stuff. But so for the I produced 3 of these nice jackets. The price is 3 plus 4, so it's 7 for each one.
7, yeah. 21.
Cool.
So let's add that first.
21, so I go up to 51. And then costs, so this is -2 for a max of 4 workers, and I've got 4 workers.
So they all cost 1.
1, 2,
So that's
3,
5.
5 with the machine. Plus 9 is 14.
That's fixed. 14.
Wow.
14. 37.
So you earned money.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just don't pay your workers well.
It's a realistic game as well. So we've done all of that. Now it's up to you to see if you can augment your value of the shares.
How do you
Rudy
use this?
already did so or not?
No, I didn't do so. I didn't do that yet. Value of the shares. So 13 for me.
And for you, if you lose your cards, you go up to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got one because I sold at least two
Yeah.
to the
Mhm.
home market,
Yeah.
and then I got an extra one because I split the tie.
Yeah.
So my share value was
That's amount of shares. Yeah. Brilliant.
And then we go to
No,
category.
first we have to diminish the distribution.
That's true.
both of them.
No, just one that you
Only-
used.
yeah.
Okay, and then we go to the category.
And now you will start playing.
Unless you want to use your card and say that I am star player or something.
No, you don't want to do that.
Actually, you would like to do that.
But I tapped it already. Can I still do it?
Oh, no, you text already. Okay.
So either you use the top action or the bottom action.
You can do that this once a game, so it doesn't matter if it's tapped or not. You discard it
Oh, yeah,
if you.
yeah,
if you
of course. Yeah, yeah. No, you could do it, and that would just mean that you would be behind me. So now you're in front of me, so I can adapt my thing.
I would not use it now, and I will explain now. I will explain why. If you do that in the beginning of the game, and you determine then who the star player is, then you can, or at the beginning of this round,
Yeah.
then you can choose a good situation for both factories.
Yeah.
And now it's only for this one.
Yeah.
Because the starting player will change there anyway. So.
And then you can see how it works out for you, and it's probably better to wait for that.
Sure.
And I'm not as mean as Rudy, so it's.
All right. So I'll go first.
But he will win the appeal. So
Rudy's
put
not,
it high.
Rudy's not mean, by the way.
So +2 on my appeal. This would set it to 5, right? The way I have it here.
Yeah.
And then I get 7 for good. And I want to automate the machines. So for my action, I want to do the automation thing. So I want
Okay.
to turn these. Oh, I can only turn 2. guys.
Two, yeah, but you can use the third that you have for the other factory.
Yeah, and that's where this comes into play.
Okay, good. So it just says to flip it.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. And then with my extra machine, I just
Yeah,
put it
you
on
put
top.
it on. Yeah.
Can I put it on that one?
No. So that means you upgraded only one machine of this card, right? Now the next time you do an upgrade action for your or the machinery action, then you have to upgrade this card first.
Yeah.
So the token disappears.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good with this.
Yep. So that was your action. Now you have to decide how you want to put the tile, the token.
Where's your?
Knowing that you will be producing 2 of them.
Yeah, just 2.
Yeah.
So maybe I just want to get like the most money for it, knowing that whatever I do, you're probably going to out.
Might be. Yeah.
Let's see what that does.
Yeah. Okay. So you go to 4.
Yeah.
So you're on 1. So you go to 4. So 1, 2, 3. You pass 2, and it goes up to there. So if you have a look.
2. Yeah. So but
I would actually have to go up to. I would have to go up 4 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to go up to a pile of 6 before I stop you selling 2 goods, which probably puts me in just letting them go for nothing, more or less. And I need the money as well, so I think it's a safe bet.
Let's see.
It is a safe bet. Okay. So I will be going for quality. I think. I'm going for quality. I can put 2. So I will be putting down 2 quality here. I do want to be above you. Of course, I want to have a higher appeal than you have. So I am going to go up to 5. 1, 2, 3, up to 5. I pass 3 things. 1, 2, 3. So you can still sell 2. I can still sell 2. I'm higher, so I'll get the extra bonus. But that costs me. It only costs me 2 parts. So I'm quite okay with that. Then again, it's only bringing 7 of these. So my cutlery is actually less expensive than the bread. Okay, cool.
Must be like gluten-free bread or something.
Yeah, something like that. I'm actually going to augment quality again.
Quality versus appeal. Quality stays. And appeal
Quality
grows.
stays. Yeah. Okay.
My turn?
Yeah.
I'm going to add extra workers.
I'll already do this. So we need to put these down and this one up.
Okay, so we're almost at the point where we have to pay people more money.
Just when I'm employing more. Okay. And as an upgrade, this is going to be very expensive.
Scary.
It's a lot of lamps.
It's a bit scary. But then again, it's a lot of lamps and they sell quite high prices. So okay, so Rudy's done the development, so his turn is finished. So we can now start producing. Although before I produce to or we produce to, we will be selling everything at one market, paying wages, paying the fixed cost of the factory, and then getting extra value on the shares. So I got 14 for using.
I get 16.
I got 14 and it costs me 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. 14 plus 6 costs me 20.
Yeah, so minus 20. Don't like that.
No.
Did you make any money?
No.
No?
I've lost some money as well, but it's, I'm okay because now actually the value of my shares augments with 2 because I'm highest on the appeal track and I'm sold at least 2.
To the one.
Why did you
market.
allow him to be first?
You asking me?
Because you said not to use this card, not to come behind me.
Yeah, he should have used it for the time. Against you and not against.
Okay. No. It's a completely different situation because here he could place himself on the tie.
Next turn.
Yeah.
Thanks. You were something.
I'll be starting player again. Did you diminish your distribution?
Yeah.
Are you just gonna let Rudy run away with all these lamps? That's the question. Or are you gonna open up a lamp factory, compete him into the...
I'm not going to open up a lamp factory. Not yet. I might be doing that later on, but not now. Let me have a quick look.
Just try this with the price. It's much easier. Much less expensive.
I'm putting down some quality again.
Let me have lamp monopoly.
Everything goes dark. Price of lamps skyrocket.
I'm not putting. Yeah, I am. But I can put the speed down nowadays. Okay, so that was that. Then I will take development card. Yep.
Okay, I will do machinery. And I can upgrade 3 workers to machines.
Upgrade. It's not really what you do. Kick them out of your factory is another way to put it.
Yeah, I'm just firing them.
Guess what? You were upgraded. I don't have to pay you any money anymore.
Now a better version of you. Yay!
I'm making you into a robot.
Yeah. But as a sweetener, we will name the robot after you.
What else? Do I want another? What does this card do again?
Make an extra product. So you can actually produce 4 lamps if you take that one.
But I also have this one. I didn't use it though, which is silly. I should have used it, of course. I should have used it on the clothes.
But you didn't store any clothes, so...
Yeah, I should have used it to store one.
No, it's an extra sales possibility. It's not an extra production.
Oh.
It's an extra sales possibility.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's the first time I'm using that actually. I have to try some new things sometimes.
This is the first time I'm going all in on quality, by the way. But never done so before, and I'm eager to see what it comes up with.
Okay, and then lamps. Are you buying a lamp factory? Are you going to build a lamp factory?
You'll find out on my turn. Are you worried about this?
I'm worried about competition, yeah.
Slip me some money, I'll buy a lamp factory.
For everybody listening, that is not allowed.
You're not going to build one because you would lose big. So
I don't understand the game, so
and you're only going to...
For the first time, I think I'm going to be able to earn some money. I hope. So this one, this one doesn't have lamps. Should have had lamps. I'm producing 3, so my appeal should be at 4. Ooh. 4. Then I have to flip this card. If I'm going to 4...
Doing the math.
What is he going to do? Should I put it on 5? No, he's not going to build a lamp factory.
I would lose.
I'm done.
Money.
But again, you got money, so
yeah.
You can.
Is this worth anything at the end of the game?
You can at the end of the game you can buy as many shares as you can at full price with money that you got left.
So fixed costs are 11, and the max I can make out of a lamp is
not enough.
This is a great story all over again.
Does it really take this number of people to make that one lamp?
Yeah. It's Philips.
Okay, so I'll do something else. I'm not making any money this turn.
Me neither. You can buy shares if you want.
I wanted to have made it cheaper first, right? With an upgrade.
Yes.
Right? So I'll do that for my upgrade this turn. I think machinification is the way to go.
No one seems to use
This
shipping.
guy can make these 2 cheaper, and then these 3 guys are costing me some money. So I would like to turn them into machines.
Usually I do shipping.
This was in this factory, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it stays in that factory.
For the
Duration.
yeah.
Okay.
It looks like I can't convert these into any more machines, right?
No.
Okay.
It's normally
You can add
you
more.
You can tell with that.
You can add a worker card.
Get more workers.
Mm-hmm. On both factories at the same time.
How do I know which? So it's probably this one.
Yeah, you start with the workers.
So I get 3 more workers, but I can produce 2 more forks.
Yep.
That sounds like a good deal. And you can do the same with your clothes factory at the same time.
Doesn't that increase wages though?
Yes.
but
Oh, and
it's-
it increases.
I did.
You did that when I added
you did
workers.
it for
Okay.
So where's my other card for my tools factory?
So you are doing that. So,
That's only the third time. That's not correct.
I've done this once, so I pump it up.
I build a factory.
I haven't done anything that triggers that.
No workers, no factories.
Ah.
Okay, the third time. Yeah.
And then I want to make buying shares cheap.
Okay. You can do your stuff.
You mean produce?
Yep.
I'm producing 3 lamps at a cost or a revenue of 7 per lamp, so that's 21.
So 34.
And the cost is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 15.
Is it not 14 then? Because it's by 4? Or does it wait until you hit that marker?
No, it's 2, 3 is here.
Ah, okay, I didn't see. Yep, sorry.
So
So
1,
15.
15.
19.
2 of
Okay,
3.
done.
So the 16, 17.
And cost
Cost
of
is
factory.
17.
Cost of the factory.
That's all. 15. Ooh. Ah.
16, 17, and plus.
Yeah. Start over. 15. 15 is 16, 17. I can do 28.
28.
So I lost money again.
28, so you're going down to 6.
That's the third time I lost money with production.
Yeah, but you've got huge factories.
That's true.
And you can easily flip them all in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called investing.
Okay, we're going to the second era.
Yeah. So now we see who scores best. So you have 12 multiplied by 13. I have 13 by... Oh, I have to add 2, by the way.
I've got 13 squares, so Ollie has lowest, so
Yeah.
he can
So
decide
you
who
choose who
is
will be
first
star
player.
player now. And you want to be the last player when it's when you're producing here and here.
So you want me to be starting player here. No, here. And
Yeah, so
Ruben
if
to
I-
be starting player there, so that's a bit harder, but it's possible, I guess.
No. If you are starting player here, then I'm starting player here. Oh,
Which
yeah.
means he comes behind me.
This is impossible.
Yeah.
It's impossible to be the last player twice.
But this, I didn't use it yet, right?
You did.
You don't have to use it now. You can choose anyway.
Um,
Yeah, you can use it after this round, of course, to change the start player.
so if I go first now, so if Rudy goes first now, then I'll be going first here. Right? So yeah, I'll change it then, I guess.
No. If you are start player, you want me to be start player here.
No, then I have to be start player here. But we'll have a similar round as we had just a minute
I
ago.
thought I can do this whenever I want though.
Yeah. But now you can choose. You can choose as you're standing last at the moment, and you can use this, for example, between these 2 rounds, which I said earlier on, but to make sure that
I'm picking twice.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, that's confusing. So picking now, if I pick myself, then
You
it's
should
me.
choose step now because then I'm starting player here and you are behind me.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that.
okay. You know, right?
What you thinking about? Making money?
Yeah, I need to do something with this bread. I think I know what I want to do. That's too costly.
I think I did everything correctly, Stefan. My development action was this one, the share value.
Let's see that one.
You want to take up this?
Let's just see what we can do with a lot of quality. Okay. So now.
I think it'd be good to have if you could switch to a camera that's on one player's board, you could see all the icons. Get the camera stuck in my head.
GoPro.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a third camera.
Cattle prod from 7 takes too long to make this turn.
Well, we're doing this one to learn, actually.
No.
Because soon it will be Gen Con. And the whole program for Spiels looks very promising. Did you see the preview for the website?
No.
It looks really good.
I'm going to take this guys. Yep. Come on, beat me at that.
What did you do?
I've put down extra quality
6
again.
appeal.
No. That went up to 6 appeal.
6 appeal. That will give me 2 appeal.
Just to force you to.
Well, I'm going to do what I was planning to do, namely an upgrade action. So I flip all of these. I flip my worker cards. Not this one, because these can only be flipped in decade 3.
Mm-hmm.
So now I will produce much more goods. Six breads.
That's twice the amount of times using.
6 breads. But if I put this at 7 appeal, then I can sell 6
At 2 apiece.
at 2 apiece. I am cheap. My bread is cheap. So that's an income of 12.
Minus all those workers.
Minus all those workers.
Explain what the emergency loan was all about.
Yeah, I have to be careful.
I'm going to try and make some money this turn.
And actually, if you go there, it's definitely emergency loan.
Yeah, I've never invested that many in factories before doing something on this side of the factories. So it's an experiment.
Whereas I am investing now on this side of the factory and not on this side of the factory. So.
I mean, I played this game now about 10 times or something.
Something like that.
And every time I try new strategies,
Yes,
and that's one of the wonderful things about this game.
And now we're only playing basic version because the advanced version is actually getting a lot more diverse, and then gives you a lot more opportunities.
Okay, so let's try something else. If I put appeal 3, let's ship something.
Here.
I have 2 ships, but I can only ship 4 breads. Of course, I can also store them as well and ship them later on. Yeah, presence here. There's only 3 on the home markets. Actually, I only need appeal 2 then. Because then I sell 2 on the home market, which is enough to increase my share value. And then I can ship 4.
Yep.
Which is going to make me money. Ka-chung! Let's do that. So, appeal 2.
Yeah. Okay, super.
I have to choose a development. Maybe I need to be able to ship more, but let's do this first.
Okay. Ollie.
You would think I would be thinking, but I was listening to Rudy.
Yes, I know. I'm very
Not doing anything.
interesting to listen to.
Yes, that was mesmerizing. So I think I want to, what's coming up next close, I want to pump up either the value or the appeal. That's the right terminology.
Initially upgrading.
Or making it cheaper. I can automate these dudes.
Did we move the demand tokens and
Yeah, we did.
we did? Yeah. Stefan makes the remark that initially upgrading the factories didn't do that.
I know.
Yeah. And actually this is wrong on the play rate.
Okay.
I made that remark to Raphael already.
Okay.
So you shouldn't, because there are no extra workers when you upgrade.
No, indeed.
So that means that the wages market doesn't go up.
These stay
Yeah.
where they are. Okay.
I didn't see that you
No.
do that. I'll do that.
All right.
Did you do anything?
I don't do anything.
Why didn't you?
I was thinking. So I want to. I'm going to automate because that's what I do.
And you automate 3. So you are obliged to do this one first. Okay. But I think you have 3 to do. So you've got 1, 2, and 3. So
say it again. So
you have
this one,
1,
this one.
2, and 3 to do.
That's
So
all of them.
yeah, that's all.
Second guy upgrade, and then this one.
Okay, so that was your action. There's no need for you to do some demand and appeal things for bread, so you can just do development.
Yeah. I think I should go for quality because then I can make better clothes when it comes time for that, right?
Yep. Okay. So we're now going to sell. Let's sell all 3. 10 each. Bread. I get 30. It costs me 2, 4, 12. It costs me 20.
I'm selling bread for £50.
50.
Mm-hmm. 2 to the home market and 4 with my ships.
Yeah.
So I'm adding 2 shipping markers or ships markers.
So now that seems to be a lot, but in the end it will cost you. Because the value of the 3 shares will
4,
diminish.
5, 6. 3 more 6 is 18. So cost is 27.
Go down to 29.
So this is the first time I made a profit.
Yay!
Yeah. Buy yourself a nice lamp.
I made a profit of £23. I will buy an exclusive lamp.
Yeah.
You can afford some of the bread that you produce.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to pass the first play to Rudy, and we go into the clothes phase.
Okay, for the first time I'm going to... Oh, I have to move my value.
Me too. I can move that twice.
And for the first time I'm going to buy shares. Namely 2 for 16. So that's 2 at half price because I developed this to the max. And it also means I get my ships back. And I don't think I need any loans.
Okay. So that was the action.
Yeah. Now am I selling?
Yeah.
I am selling. Clothes. How many clothes did you produce? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe 2 clothes.
I keep telling you to get out of my factory. Release the hounds.
I do have ships again.
Why does he have better? Are you
I
upgraded?
upgraded. I have better clothes. Yeah, everyone will buy my clothes. I think I need to do the same trick as I did before. I can sell 1 extra to the home market. Does this one count for the share value?
It's a home market, so
yeah. So I actually need to sell only 1. I can reduce. I could do. I think he's going to win appeal anyway.
Would you?
So I could reduce this to 2. Oh, and I can sell 2 to the home market anyway. And 1 extra, which means that I can ship 2. Yep. Sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
Okay. So if I increase appeal by 1,
I need to take 1 development, sorry.
that would mean he can only sell 1 to the home market, right?
come again.
If I increase appeal of my clothes by 1,
Yeah, but I have this one,
have
so
taken.
I can sell 1 more to the home market.
So you'll have to increase the appeal quite a bit.
I'm choosing this development, which means I can ship 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you have to increase the appeal quite substantially.
okay, so I'm not going to do that.
Well, actually, sorry, by choosing this development, I think it's wiser for me to even go here.
Okay.
En wil je Katrien niet binnenkomen? Dan moet ik even gaan opnemen erop.
Increase 10 each for. Is it wise for me to upgrade my factories now? Get an extra good to sell? Selling them at 9 a piece if I bring the appeal down to there. Because I can bring the appeal down, right? Yeah. Just to sell 2 to the home market.
We only need 5 away.
But if I have 4,
That means make it away.
Dat had ik kunnen doen.
I'm just gonna do something.
Oh. We will move the mic then.
What's up?
It seems to be annoying if we take the table.
Oh, yeah, it's a bit fast.
It's annoying for the microphone. Or?
I think if we tap on the table, it picks it up. On the table,
Just hits the mic. Not tap the table anymore. It's hard. Table, yeah. Tables are hard.
Hard not to tap. We can try. I take that action and then I take this upgrade. So when I take the increase the appeal action, can I do it across multiple places or just one?
As far as I know, increasing appeal can be divided over multiple factories.
Yeah, really? When I take the increase appeal action, I can do it for 2?
That's not appeal, that's quality.
Quality, even?
Yeah, like you can definitely do over multiple factories.
Alright, yeah, let's say I do that. And a share price. I'll make it cheaper to buy shares.
Yep.
For my upgrade. And then I need to set the price for my clothes, right?
So I moved the mic. I hope that this is better. That you still hear us.
So why is this at 4? Oh, because this went down. So we're going down to 3, 1, 2, 3.
Now I can take the table.
Is it best to stay on the home market?
Oh, not really.
No, it's different kind of strategy.
Because I can.
Shipping gives you a lot of money. So if you do it right, if you have to, I always see that you end with your markers here and not in this first spot.
Yeah.
So you use your ships optimally.
So 2 ships, right?
And then
if you use them in pairs, it's
I mean,
okay.
I needed to do that because otherwise I would have lost money again.
Yeah. Okay, so using in pairs, I think I would set it here. And then appeal is 2 in total, so I would move down to here. This 1, 2, and this would go down by 1, 2.
No, it goes down by 1. So you only pass one of these.
These little icons. Okay. So, 2. Does that mean I'm only going to sell 2 goods to the home markets?
Yep.
That's fine. Okay.
We should have 4. Yep. So you're going to ship 2.
Ship 2. Yeah.
I've played my turn. I've upgraded my factories, and I've augmented the binary shares.
Okay. That's so close. So my clothes are worth 10, and I'm producing 5. And I will use this one to sell 2 to the home markets. So that's 20, and I will ship 3 using 1 ship. So that's 33, so 52. Revenue is 52. And my costs
Okay, for me, it's 10 is the price that I sell at, and I sell 2 to the home market at 20, and then 2 to the foreign market at 9 each, right?
Yeah.
So that's
38.
38.
That's green, that's mine.
1, 2, 3, 8, 7, 1.
Okay, and the costs?
It's free. So it's a holiday over there. So mine is
Okay.
2 for up to, so I've got 3 of them, so everything just costs 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Plus the fixed cost.
Plus the books are 16. 16. 1, 5, 10.
Okay.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to use chip.
2 ships.
Use 2.
Okay. I think so. I sold 2 things.
No, you can
no.
ship 2 goods for 1 ship. On 1 ship.
Okay, so
Did I do this? No, it's later.
you
Distribution?
increase 2 times
Mhm.
your
Share value.
share value. Will be 1, and then you diminish your distribution.
Yes, thank you. So I don't have any attendance.
No. Okay. Going to cutlery. We'll pop the question. Will you be using your card or not?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Can you start there? Unless you want to.
It might not matter, right? We've got quite different setups.
Mm-hmm. I would put in some more quality on. And put this somewhere. And make 3 of them. I am going to make 3 of them.
I want to do everything, right? That's the problem.
Yeah, of course.
What is the thing that you do that increases this?
Then you want to buy shares.
You're buying shares, yeah. Okay, so I need to start doing that. I guess you kind of want to keep these 2 even, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to have 1 way
Yeah.
up there.
So you bought 2 at the beginning and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And Seb bought 3 at the beginning. You didn't buy any shares yet.
No.
I bought 2. Okay.
Yeah, I'm already playing.
What are you doing?
Are we still at cutlery?
Yeah.
So we just started cutlery.
Okay.
Seb's going first.
Yeah. So I need to kind of think of what Ollie's going to do.
That's a great thing about going last, is you don't have to think.
Mm-hmm. And I think having a appeal of 6 will do the job. Let's take this card, which means I have to throw away another one because I can only have 2. I already have the engineer and can't have 3 cards. So. Yep.
I already did my turn, so I improved quality, and as a development, I improved my ships.
Oh man, I was hoping for some time there. So cutlery.
Will it help if I went to go and get another beer?
Sure.
Yeah.
As long as
we have
Rudy's
some time.
here to tell me how to beat you.
Any preference? Really?
So if I set my appeal here to 4, it's this track, right? I'm already on 4. Oh, it's because this degrades, right? I've already done this and set it. I should have said it there. So it looks like he's going to win the appeal race no matter what I do, because I need to set it there just to maintain my current appeal. Is there a way for me to pump it up?
Yeah, you can rotate this card, of course.
I can choose, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Just rotate it. So if you want to go to 7, this should be a 2.
Can I rotate this one now? Or
No, distribution is always
Yeah.
appeal. You can only rotate offices or quality cards. Oh, not even quality cards. No, yes, quality cards you can rotate. Sorry.
So if I do it, that I just get up to say 6, right? Draw an even with him,
Oh yeah, that will be enough.
and then what's the tie? Then I take that card again at the end as my upgrade. Then I can use it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let's do that.
So,
Maybe.
oh, you use it to be star player, or
Mm.
to choose a star?
To choose star player at some point. I think it's fair enough.
This time, yeah.
There should be a rule though
That you can't take back.
that you cannot
The
take
same
the
card.
card that you just discarded
Yeah.
the same turn.
There should be a rule, or there is a rule.
We're working on that. It's not in the rule book yet, but it will be.
If it's not in the rule book.
No, because you shouldn't be allowed to monopolize one card.
Okay, well, Seb could have taken it, and you could have taken it. But I guess if I had chosen myself,
Oh yeah,
to
that's
be
true.
star
It's not
player-
this turn that you discarded it. So.
At the start of
At
this.
the start of this turn, I made Seb the star player.
At the start of this round.
It's okay, I can up myself, so you can decide whatever the rules. I'll up myself to 7.
Not in the same round you did rule.
7. That's okay. We'll go up to here. And I went up from. I was on 1, 2, 3. So I passed 1, 2, 3, 4. This goes up to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, up to here. This means I'm selling 3 goods to the home market. I'm producing 4. That's
Is that triple?
I guess that's okay.
Kijk, so you kan het.
So that's just me setting the price of this. I haven't done my action yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna buy shares, I think. So I get 2 at half price. What happens if it's I think you round up or down? Or just pay 15 for 2.
You just paid 15 to 2.
Down to 40. To buy 2. And then upgrade. I don't want to sell 1, so I guess I can take this and store it. So what's this do?
It produces you an extra.
No.
Good.
Well,
During the turn.
Then I
It
could
could be any turn.
And what does this one do? Extra cutlery, but extra cutlery for what? Extra 1 produced, extra 1 sold
You can sell 1 extra.
to the home market. To the home market, yes.
To the home market.
That's me.
Dat is echt goed. Dat is maar veel. Dat is
Make
niks.
some cutlery, really.
We are drinking a dark triple beer.
First
First-
time in our lives
first
that we're
time ever.
discovering a dark triple.
I just opened the bottle and it says triple, but yeah, it's not the black should have rang
Very
a bell.
enjoyable.
Yeah, the black should have rang a bell.
Anyway, let's sell cutlery.
Enough beer, let's sell.
We are game brew though.
1, 2, 3, 4. I've made 4 cutlery.
So you've put that on 4.
Yeah.
So you can only sell 2 to the home market?
I can sell 2 to the home market, and I can use this one to produce some, 1 extra, so I have 4 of them. So I can ship. I can use a ship to ship 2 of them.
Overall, I lost $3.
Yeah.
Pounds, £3.
Overall, I gained quite a bit actually.
Okay.
I gained 50 and I paid 23. I gained 27.
Not bad. But my share price went up by 2.
And mine just goes up by 1. Okay, daisies. Rudy, starting player.
One viewer.
Yes, that's probably Stefan. Well, people can watch the video afterwards. So I'm sure when the Kickstarter is running, that some people will find this video.
1,000 viewers. Well, we don't know how many people are in that room watching, right? It could be,
Oh yeah, Stefan is 100 people in this room, of course.
So if I use this, what do I do to signify that I used it? Tap.
I'm a starting player. I'm going to buy shares again, I guess.
Magically tap it.
I'm buying 2 shares
Let's say that. I was protected too.
for 17.
Tap and untap. It isn't.
Yeah, I thought you were not going to use it in the game. Because Magic the Gathering has said that's a magic term.
Okay.
And as an upgrade,
I was teaching when I was a teenager, teaching my friend how to play Magic in like, the 90s.
Yeah.
It was the first game we ever played really that wasn't like your standard board game.
Yeah.
And I said, tap your land. And he was like,
it's your turn.
I was like, no, tap it. And he's like, what?
I'm tapping it. Yeah.
It's me.
Yeah, and I can untap this.
This is lamp time, right?
That's once per round, no?
Did you use it?
Yes, for the close.
The close thing can't. It's untapped at the end of the era.
It's the whole decade.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, of course. Yeah. All right.
Okay. So for my action, I'm going to buy.
Shares.
Is it really my action again? I seem like I didn't. I'm going to buy 2 again at half price.
Yep.
So it's just 17 for 2. So what do you do if you want to buy one? And it's not a number.
What we do?
Do you round up or round down?
So that's a good question. You just buy 2.
We just buy 2 for the price point.
No, but it says here max 1 at half price.
Mm-hmm.
Do you round up or round down? Surely this has come up before.
I would have to check.
It must be in the rules. I know it actually is. It isn't. I use the boat.
Change the boat at some point.
Change the subject.
How many boats did you use? Did you round up or round down?
Round it up if necessary.
So if I am to start a land
So you buy
factory,
half a pound. You pay half a pound more. You round up.
Sure.
if I were to buy a land Hmm.
17 times 17. You're winning.
Yeah.
You're doing well, huh?
No, but less money and less fear. No, I suppose you have this going on.
Of course,
Yeah, I'm losing 2 values.
you also you always have a constellation that is somebody else being way worse than you guys.
So you have 16, 16, and I have 15, 17 actually. Which is most 16, 16?
Yeah, but I think you've got one more. Yeah, you've got a big chunk of money more than I do. I'm down to 20.
So upgrading factory, the production line something like
So
that.
you're-
Next rounds.
£1 in the lead.
It's stuff, man. It's seriously.
Best thing to do is buy shares.
I'm not sure. So.
And Seb is at 13, 15. So
Way.
he doesn't count. But you only have 2 factories and you with 1.
So 13 divided by 2 is 7. So you need to round up, yeah? Okay. So I buy a share. So I need to pay 8 actually. Yep. That was the action. For the development, I will be
Oh, I
taking-
forgot to. No one bought a lamp factory, right? I forgot to determine.
Okay, I will be
Okay.
taking that one.
Right, sound lamps.
Cell lamps. If I put this one at 4 appeal, then I sell them at 13. 13. 4 appeal is too much. Or maybe it's not enough. Do I want to use my ships? As an action, I bought shares, right? So I have 2 ships again. Sorry. But my appeal should be only 3, or it should be 5. Let's move it to 5. So I can sell everything to the home market. I think. 12, is that enough? No, that's enough.
Yeah, I would definitely give you too much of a monopoly.
No. So I'm selling 4 lamps to the home market. That is £12 multiplied by 4. So that's 48. Oops.
Yeah, he's got way more money than you are.
But I have a lot of costs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 workers for those 4 lamps.
Still 15.
That's 15, 16, 17, 32. 1, 2, 3, 1, oops,
I don't think two.
2 or 3. And my share value goes up too.
Oh,
Yep.
And that is very important.
Yeah.
That's why you don't want to give anyone a monopoly.
Indeed.
And we go to the last decade.
Yeah. For sure, I am lost. I got 14 times 16.
Mhm.
So,
You're last.
that is definitely not going to happen. You being first player. Really, you can be first player.
what is the
Thank you so much.
number of icons above the card? What's that for?
That's the amount of players. 2.
2 and up? 3 and up?
Yep.
Okay.
Do we need more quality or anything?
It's actually 3 and down. 3 and up means 4 as well.
Yeah.
Up to 3, up to 2.
Yeah. Up. Demand is increasing up.
Towards 0? So no one has got that card. So
Nope.
no one can change the star player.
At this moment.
But if you take that card now, no. Okay. Do I want to sell a lot of bread? Do I want to ship bread again? Actually, I only want to use one more ship. Maybe I want to use it for clothes. Or for bread. Just bread. So I think I'm just going to buy shares. Why not?
Yeah, you got tons of money.
2 shares for 19.
19, yeah.
Excuse me.
Doesn't matter.
And as an upgrade, I'm taking, as development, I'm taking this development card.
Okay. And you put your.
Oh, that means I win a time. Interesting.
You need to put your demand.
That's fine, I guess. How many bread to produce?
Using 5.
Yeah, that's okay, I guess. You're not going to move that to 8. That would be stupid for yourself. But then again, you're not doing so well.
I think these online harassment policy things.
Sorry. It's okay.
I'm going to buy 2 shares for 17. Seems to be almost broke. $3 left.
Wow.
Emergency loans.
That's
There are rules for something.
Seems fine. And then I'm gonna upgrade. I don't know what to do, so I'm gonna upgrade this.
It's my first game that I have so little cards here on the right side.
Okay, so if I upgrade and get 3, that's more nice. I've got 8. 8, and I want to sell.
Determining start player is super powerful.
Yeah, it is.
That card.
It is. Because you want to be on the lead here.
Also, splitting draws and then determining start player. That's
Mm.
good. Compared to some of the other ones. Like this seems pretty crap.
Let's just do
I
this.
don't
I'm
know.
going to overthink.
In the whole game, this has earned me some money.
So I'm adding production lines, so everything needs to be adjusted.
I had this from the beginning. I think it earned me.
So I will adjust everything. Yeah.
2, 4, multiplied by 3. I think it earned me 12 money or something.
So I'll be making 8
Should be
breads.
the same like this one.
Oh shit.
Up to 4, I think only 8 in one factory.
Yeah, but only one factory. Wow, this is in all factories.
Yeah. So if you're going with lots of factories, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need the upgrading machines there.
And that can go up to 8. I'll go.
So next time I will turn around the camera to have a more natural view, I guess.
It's also that it's not directly above too. It's a bit distorted, right? So like this
Mm.
down here, this probably looks very far away. With this one.
Also, the cover of this camera is a lot different than that camera.
I think if you had it like here, pointing straight down, it would be better. And maybe the ability to just focus on one player's area, right? So you can zoom in and then they can really see, especially when you're teaching the game. Because I don't think they were able to see the icons when they were explaining it.
Well,
Yep, I'm okay.
I'm not really sure because this view is on.
But people will watch on their phones, right?
Yep.
No,
I'm okay.
they will.
Let's do the bread thing.
If you want to watch on your phone, then you will never see the icons, not even if you zoom in.
Let's first finish the game.
Yeah. What are we selling? Bread?
Yep, I'm getting 55 for the home market.
I'm selling two.
Kids. And then I get another 27 for the foreign market. So 129.
You need bread is good.
No.
So again, I'm selling bread for £50.
2, 4, 6
Using one chip only.
It's 18, it's 27. I need 27.
And costs
Use your chips.
1, 2, 3,
Use one chip.
4, 5, 6.
Which is ideal. I got 2 squares. Still need to buy a lot of shares though.
No, you got money now.
Yep.
You've got 2 times.
I've just sold the bread for £82.
Right. So why are you are at 100 and okay.
It's yours. Okay, start playing.
You would have fun here.
Cool. Now I have to think. Right, close. What do you got? Let's make a deal. You win ties. There's not much on.
I win ties. Yes.
You're not competing with anyone else. The rest of us are on. So you and I need money.
Do not forget to ship.
Should I?
Of course, I use the ship.
Is it worth it now to upgrade? You think?
Good thing you're still watching.
Yeah.
Should I upgrade? Do I upgrade now to Era 3 if I upgrade?
If you upgrade to
Thank you.
Upgrade everything to max.
Okay. So the factories or the workers?
Both.
Both? I thought it. Oh, that's add workers. That looks better.
You can see them both, just keep in mind.
And I didn't take the share value advancements, yes.
Come on, I'm gonna upgrade.
We should pay more attention.
No more beef for room.
Did you take the share value?
I did.
Yeah.
I upgraded so if it does anything to this,
It doesn't.
include. So how does it work? If it goes to 2, but if I want to get to
So,
3,
Stefan, what do you think? Do we play this the same as you do, or do we use totally different strategies than your group?
Keeping in mind that we're playing the basic game, of course.
And that I don't really have a strategy. Should be clear. Alright, that's cool.
You're doing well.
Upgrade. And then I get to upgrade one of these things.
It seems comparable.
Yeah.
I think I should upgrade my ship capacity because I imagine. Yeah, let's do it. Imagine I'm going to be selling to the foreign market. Okay. Over to you. We're in the era of clothes, or the time of selling clothes.
We're going to buy shares. So 18, 2 minus 18.
Should I upgrade
Is
Did you move this one?
4.
I didn't set it. I should set it.
Yeah, you should have said even before taking the development.
Before doing this.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
And I can flip this one if I want.
Load it.
What is it on this one? So you see that would be this one. So I'm only going to get to sell one diamond. I'm going to set one.
There's some 2 to the homework now. And you're producing 7, so that means you need to ship 5. How it is now.
I think I'm going to forget about it because I don't think I can beat you on it. I'm just going to go for cash. But I want to sell. I want to just use one boat, right?
But you want to be sure that you can sell 2 to the home market, because otherwise your share value doesn't decrease.
So if I set it to this, to here. 1, 2, 3. And then this, well, that's already.
Why would you do that?
Maybe I go to 2, but then you can very easily.
Well, I need to move it 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. So I need to cross 4 arrows. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to have an appeal of 6. Maybe I will do that.
Maybe you will.
Yeah. I'll be honest.
Man, this, like doing this math is wrecking my head. So that's 10 per 1.
You don't want to count the profits already?
No.
No.
It's just about.
You just want to make sure to sell 2. That's the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
That's my color, sorry.
No, that wouldn't do. So then you'd have to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
I would have to go
6,
to
7.
To 7.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, you would have to get up to 8.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, there's still 2. Yeah, okay. Yeah. 1, 2,
If you go
3, 4,
7,
5, 6, 7.
Yeah, if you
I
go
would have to go
7.
up to 8. Up to 8. Yeah, why not?
How do you get up to 8?
I don't know. The maximum I can have is 7, unless I add quality. So they'll probably not do that.
So this is fine, except I'm going to be selling loads to on the boats. To the home market, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 2 boats, which ain't great because that gets me to here. So if I could get 2 more in the home market, but to do that, cheapers is math is killing me. This is a big deal, right?
having -1 or -2 is a difference. Because that's at the moment it's 18 difference. So if you don't score 18 points doing so.
So Stefan is saying that they would never allow this.
Yeah, but I thought,
Never, yeah.
I thought that's sad to compete with you.
And of course, normally it's not normal that that many players are only using 2 factors.
Okay.
And you would upgrade quicker. I mean, I did. I think.
For me, I left it a long time. I just did it early.
Did you upgrade?
Yep.
To decade 2. Yeah. Well, I'm going to upgrade now to 3. It's my turn.
Yeah, I
by the way.
upgrade 3 as well. Yeah, I played.
A bit quicker, I think, at the start of era 2, probably.
So I'm upgrading. That doesn't change. Those tokens. I'm producing 7. That means, which means that the appeal should be at 7 probably. Although I have 1 ship left. So let's say I put it at 5 because I win ties. I was at that one. Where was I?
It's okay.
I was at 1.
Yeah, you need to increase 7. You need to increase 7 to go to 8. Yeah, you were at 1.
1, 2, 3 arrows. 1, 2, 3. 5. That means installment at 6. Doesn't seem that much. So that is a difficult choice. So I can choose to ship a few, ship 4 actually, and have more or much more earnings. But then I'm allowing you to have a share value increase 1 more. So no, I don't think that's a good idea. So I think this is good.
Okay.
That's competition.
Yeah. Development.
Development. Think I need much more development, to be honest. Oops. Let's just do this. And then we're selling.
Yep.
Close. I've made 7. So have you. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the domestic market.
Oh. Yeah. I still need to ship. Yeah. Because I'm producing 7 as well. But I'm selling
You're selling 5.
5, and I don't want to use that. No. I'm not 100% convinced that this was the most.
Me neither.
That this was the best choice for me. I could have shipped 4 goods and have a better price in the home market and use this one. Anyway, it is what it is. So I'm selling 5 to the home market at 6. It's 30 plus 2 to ship.
62 I made.
What do you mean?
There's the ships, yeah. I use one ship.
Yeah, and 300 pounds.
You don't have any ships? You upgraded them? Did you buy shares? How did you get your ships back?
I used one ship.
And that was what you had?
Ah, that's not good. But I win ties, so my share value gets increased by 2.
And one.
Still avoiding the question.
Yes. Where's your ship?
I already took it away because I used it now.
Okay.
Okay, start there. If really doesn't use this thing, then how do we start there?
Well, I am using it just because I can. Because I think you were more competition to me than he is at the moment.
Exactly.
So
we're not-
you can be stuck there.
Okay, but we're not competing again? Are we? Or you just want to see what I do?
No, but you are competing against him.
Mm.
And I want him to win also.
Mm.
Because you were more competition to me for the end score.
Maybe. Yeah, I think Seb's got more money, meaning that he can buy more shares, right?
Anyway, short term.
Yeah, it's too late. I argued my case before you give me that. What was my plan? Probably buy shares at this point. Buy. Shares, half price. Max 2 at half price, so 18 for 2 shares. This one.
Orange, that's you. You forgot to move the demand marker on the close market.
I forgot to
Move this thing.
You increased your appeal?
Yeah.
But you didn't move the demand marker?
Oh, I thought I did.
Yeah, I think so too. It was here. Huh?
If it was there, you put it up 3 times, so then it should be there. Then it was there. But
Maybe.
Oh, but you were at 2, so you should have increased it twice.
Yeah. I made less money then, or a different amount. One less home and one more shipped. Same
if
for
you
you.
can put one more
Yeah.
ship, yeah.
That means
Yeah,
I
that's
get
space.
5 more.
2, 3, 8.
And the capacity of your ship was okay?
Yeah, that's forcing.
Yeah.
I shipped only 2, now I shipped 3.
2 and then 3. Yeah, just worked perfect. 8, so yeah, plus 5.
I took a ship marker for close. And I didn't like that because now I lose 3 value.
You have to put the thing into the wall.
And the determine.
So you corrected it or?
Yeah.
Did you use a ship?
It is.
Did you add them on? Okay.
So how do I avoid using the ship? I want to avoid that.
By having a lot of appeal so you can sell everything to the whole market.
Even a lot of price.
Yeah, because these two doesn't do anything.
Yep.
I can take one of these, right? Swap it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I guess I want that. Winning draws, can I take this already?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's your development. Yeah, sure.
It's not taking back seats. This is available for you. It's not available for him.
This plus one fork. I keep forgetting what it gives me.
Gives
Produce
you
an extra
one additional demand on the home market.
market.
But you are absolutely nothing anymore with the foreman. Because the foreman is linked to your factory, so you can easily dump him. That way, of course, I can take him, but
Whatever.
so that's correct over there.
Oh, right, no. 10 bucks. Or it's 13 abroad. I want to avoid it, right? Like, 6. It's probably not going to happen.
If you want to be sure to sell all 6, you need to get 10.
I can get that. So I guess I'm going to use some ships. You can make a pile of money and then buy it back. Okay, let's just go for profit then. I'm not on. Why am I on 7?
That's just from previous rounds.
Mhm.
Never mind. You can tell me where you want to be.
So I'm going to go up to 8.
It's not going to increase the lots, I guess.
I don't know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He still has ships, but he doesn't want the ship more than here. But if you reduce this one, then you will not increase that a lot. Do you want to sell everything on the home market? That's the question.
Yeah, I guess so. Why, because I might want to just use developing. Developing it up to here. 8. If you bring it up 1, this is nothing for me. 7. Whatever.
You could. Yeah, the
Okay,
top marker is high.
it's very high. But again, these are high roll. The arrows follow very shortly after each other.
Okay.
So I want
It doesn't work, but I
be
don't see how to make it work.
selling all. I'm producing more. Producing more than I can actually sell.
Did I buy shares the last time?
Did. Definitely what
Was
I've
that
done.
your action? Buying shares?
That was the previous action.
Okay.
It's going to be my action as well.
So you're at 2018.
So that is an action.
2017. And I'm at 9. Oh, you have more shares than I have. I'm 1919 at the moment. And you still have to sell cutlery, but I still have to sell lamps.
I think the lamps will take you a little
I
bit.
know what my next action will be.
1, 2, 3, 4.
5 shares.
Jeepers.
Okay.
Yep.
To the developments.
Yep.
Okay. Oh wow! What did you do?
2011.
Wow. Why?
Because I want to sell everything to the whole market.
You can sell 2 to the whole market.
Mm.
Luckily, you have 2 ships available.
Mm. All right.
It's your turn.
Oh, I still have a turn.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I wasn't aware of that. Sorry. I'm just going to buy shares.
Okay, you can buy a couple of your factory value.
22. 1, 2. Whoops. Development. Let's just take this one. So I can produce 1 extra. That means.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. So you can sell.
Yes.
Oh, I'm doing it now. 9 to the home market. I'm selling 2 to the home market. Right?
Mm-hmm. So it's 18.
It's 2 and
So you can ship 4.
2 ships.
Well, you can also ship only 3. Yeah.
And store 1.
And store 1, but at the end of the game, store goods are only worth £4 or something. For
Cutlery is 1, 2. Can you say 1, 2, 3, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Let me check.
I don't think there's one more.
If it avoids you losing another in the boat track, then
2 ships. No, doesn't
if you're using your ships anyhow, if you're using 1 ship, you might as well use 2.
Yep. 2 ships. 1, 2. Just have 4 at 13. 52. I can't remember what I said. 70. 105 minus costs. Minus 15. And
It's actually not in the rulebook because it says add image. It's in the previous rulebook.
Okay.
Yeah, that was this a little bit too big. We're changing that.
Okay. So I get to become star player, unless all of you want to change something.
It's not important anymore.
Might be.
For what?
If he makes you starting player, then he's allowing either himself or me to make a land captain.
To lose money.
But it'll lose you more money if we can adapt.
Okay, you can try. No problem. I'm just buying 2 shares for 22.
2. Okay.
And as a development, I cannot add 2 cards of the same type. Then there is no useful development for me, I guess.
might be easier.
That's what the
I still want to use 1 ship, and it also allows. That's also better
then you can only
for if you
that's
buy a
the
land
second
factory.
one, third one.
Let's reduce that to
Is niet gedaan.
Nee, dat is niet.
Played Space Alert for the first time. Have you played it? Which Space Alert? Ladder.
Ah, yeah.
It's a real time game. It's a lot of fun. Real time co-op.
Yeah.
And Cryptid. Played that recently too. That's really nice.
So I saw 3 to the home market. Oh, that's not correct. I sell 3 to the home market like this. And if you want me to sell only 1, then you have to increase it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I wish you good luck with that.
How do I do this? How do I buy a lamp factory?
Just build it down.
And oh yeah, so it comes in at level 2.
Yeah. And just put it down like this.
I have my ships back because I bought shares.
And that's it. That'll do the job. That'll do the job. Are you gonna do it if I don't do it? Yeah, you will. Yeah. Okay. I need to move it up by how many spaces did you say? 5 spaces. So I need to set
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces if you want to let me only sell 1 to the home market.
and I come in here.
It's not really entirely true because you can still sell one to the patron as well.
No, this doesn't allow me to sell lamps.
That's bread. Okay.
I will just sell ship everything.
I might do it because it's fun.
You're not gonna get up to 6.
Huh?
You are going to get up to 6.
You start here,
This
so
was a long
that's
time ago.
And it
Decades ago.
1, 2, 3. That's only 4 steps.
gives you 9
But if you go up to 6,
pounds,
that's only 4
and
steps.
You will lose 8, 9. You lose 15.
What damage does it do to him? Do you a lot of damage?
It's gonna cost him augment of the value of his
Oh, it was
share,
2 share value. That's
which is significant.
44 then. What's the current value?
I would lose 2 share value when I have 23 shares, so that's 46 pounds.
Yeah, lamp factory.
With an appeal to 7 or?
No, let me see. Not quite.
6 is, you know.
And the wages go up?
Yeah.
Because you build a factory?
Yeah.
And this goes down, this goes down. So it affects. If you, it's not true. Because the maximum you can do is 7. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah. Oh no. Sorry. 7. No. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 arrows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You only get 2.
There's no lamp factory.
Whatever, man. This is funny. There we go. What
Now
else
you
can I
will
do?
have to do that, sir.
Upgrade my.
I challenge you. Oh, that's funny.
Should I have just bought more shares?
Okay, cutlery is £4 in storehouse.
Oh, but
Selling
this
at
is
the end
gonna
of
go
the
by
game.
2, right? Because I'm most prestige. This is great, right? Never mind the numbers.
So I need to do at 4. Okay, I'm buying a lamp factory the light as well to move it so that the shadows and like your head is making a shadow down here, and then you have to get the light up there and it would shine down this way.
Yep.
Would be better. This all goes down one as well, so I need to put how much time do I need to put up?
2
So
to harm me.
I am here, so I need to go 1, 2, 3. That's twice, 1, 2. So I need to go 4. So I still sell 2 if I take this thing and this one. So I can sell 2 lamps. I get up on that one. Yep, works like charm.
Sounds like a desperate move from both of you.
Okay, so
Let's sell lamps. I'm producing 5.
Well, I made 1, but it's great.
And I will sell only 1 to the home market. But luckily, I can ship 4
Oh, you scoundrel.
with 1 ship only.
I lose 2.
Uh,
Well, we didn't get him in another ship.
no, I need only 1 ship. So that's
So I should have ended up with the appeal.
47.
I lost $1. That was some dignity.
You counted 4 for the wages now?
Yeah.
5.
8, 9. So
Oh, minus the
20,
fixed cost.
24.
So I lost 250.
20.
A little bit more than $1.
And the dignity. And a little bit more dignity that you lost.
Proportional to the number of points I lost.
Yeah.
I could have been buying many shares. But I am the most prestigious.
You didn't sell 2.
Did you sell 2 to the home market?
No, I sold 1.
Only 1 to the home market. Why?
Because I only made 1.
Oh, that's actually not allowed. If you only made 1.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Oh,
And you as well.
I need to.
How do you know?
Ah, I can use that as well. But you don't sell it to the home market, no.
No, it's just you make it.
I'm not going to make it because it will lose me.
Okay.
I need to ship more.
If your ship is full, then
Yeah, it was full.
Okay.
It's foolhardy.
Put the ship disc down.
Yeah.
Very well. What
Um,
happens? Because Oli is highest on the field track, but didn't sell 2. I am second highest and did sell 2, but I don't get 2.
no, I think he gets the extra.
If he would have sold 2.
No,
Oh, okay. But he doesn't get it because he needs to sell 2.
no, it's only for the first one, I think.
So you get 1 if you sell 2, and then bonus 1 if you have the highest.
I always thought that the rules were that if you sell 2 to the home market, you get an increase in the value of the shares, and if you are highest as well, you get an extra one. I always interpret that as being you need to score the first one.
Yeah, you're right. Then of those players, the player with the highest appeal value.
Can't believe you're talking about
I did as well. I did.
what is good for you.
I didn't tell you you had to go all in. Did I? Might.
No.
Okay, so let's buy some more shares.
Then we
And
Yeah,
then-
end of the game.
I can buy 3.
It's full price, right?
22. You can also buy 3, 66, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll lose 3 value. 1, 2, 3. That's painful. I use a lot of ships.
Mm-hmm.
So you lose 2 value.
This one?
No, not that one, the other one here. And you lose 1 value.
I got 441 points. 21 square.
I've got 494.
368. I really messed up that last round.
That happens if you have a monopoly on one track
Yeah.
for almost the whole game.
But yeah, right at the start, I was competing with both of you. And you both
Yeah.
had- well, I'm sorry.
How much do you have? 494. No.
Are you questioning my calculator?
Yeah, a little bit. I was. Yeah. Okay.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Congrats. You did well. But indeed, we left you alone on that track for way too long.
And again, it's the first time I played with only 1 quality card. I didn't add any other cards on the right side. And this is one of my highest scores ever, I guess.
I was playing semi-randomly, right? I was quite tactical, not
Yeah, of
thinking
course.
about
The first time that's
First time you played it, it's.
did it well.
Yeah.
You beat Seb, so
Yeah.
and he played it a
No,
dozen
no,
times.
No, I didn't mean.
Oh, okay.
So I really like damaged myself that last round.
No, but it would have been close, I think, if you hadn't done that.
The land.
I wouldn't have done this either. So
And if
I bought shares, you bought shares.
and if I hadn't made you the star player for Cutlery,
Yeah, I wonder about that. The rule about taking it back, right?
Yeah, that's something I need to fine tune a little bit.
About when I can take it back.
Yeah.
almost 500 is a good score, Stefan says. Well, we're still discussing, Stefan, about the development card that you can take back, because this development card that decides about the star player is very powerful. So the moment it gets back to the pool, everyone wants to take it. I'm not sure.
The actual question is that if you, for example, if I was a starting player, and normally the turn would have gone to Rudy, but I decide that I want to be starting player again. I put it down here. I take the first player token. Can I take this one again or not? Because I've just put it there. In addition, if for example, Rudy was starting player. I made Rudy starting player with this card, and then both Rudy and Ollie would have passed on taking this card. Would I be allowed to take it in the same turn I used it to make somebody else starting player? That's 2 different questions, but
We already decided that you're not allowed to take it back when you just discard it.
Yeah. So that's also
And
the
it-
first question.
And it should be during that round.
Yeah.
Not during your turn, but if you discard it in that round, you cannot take it back. I will read what he writes. Okay, as long as the other players have a chance to take that card, before it is your next turn after you discard it, I see no problem.
All
Yeah.
other players or just one?
All. That should be all. From my point of view.
That means that card will be taken a lot of times, probably
Yeah.
3 or 4 times in the game.
Okay. Enjoyable as ever.
What do you think?
This is exactly the kind of game that I don't like to play.
Oh, really? That's very honest.
Yeah, I can see that it's a good design, and I really like the iconography. It works very well. It's clear like what I should be doing, but this optimizer where you have like lots of choices and you have to like sift through them and find the most optimum one. It's just it's not the puzzle I like doing.
Yeah.
Too much math for you.
So that there is that. If you don't like doing the math, that's fine for me. But it's I've got like 10 choices. Which is the best one, right?
And then analyzing which one to take.
And you don't like that?
No, I don't like it. I know you love it, right?
Yeah, I love that.
And there's lots of people that love it.
Yeah.
I love that to a certain extent. I also like to play on gut feeling a little bit, which I actually kind of do quite often with this game as well. But I like this one very much. Again, you've only played it once, of course, now, and the possibilities that we've played, as really spoke of earlier, we've played it 10 times at least, and each and every time we try something else and do something else and find new pathways to generate points, and it's really a bottomless pit of opportunities.
But you invited Ollie for a card game, and he was expecting a card game of half an hour.
I know. I might have missed on that one.
But that's something to think about, right? Because when people see X game, the card game, they're going to think it's just a much lighter, simple version with the same theme, right? Or like they take one mechanic from Arkwright and make it a card game.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's it. Although I've never played Arkwright. What's the difference with Arkwright?
It's very similar, actually. A lot of most of the terms are also in Arkwright. You also have distribution and share value and so on.
And workers and wages and stuff.
So it'll feel like a variant with less stuff
It's
in it. Is it like
a little less complex? Yeah.
Streamlined. It's a streamlined version, as far as I know. Okay. Is Stefan writing something funny?
Because you said, you probably said you didn't like the game. He says cuts.
Yeah.
We'll be more selective in our audience, in our test players, Stefan.
Yeah, you were never going to convert me to this style of game.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing that people. When people are going to back this Kickstarter, people should be aware that this is not an easy game. It is 3.75 on a scale of 5 in complexity, and if you don't like that type of games, that's.
If you like optimizers, it's really good, and as I say, it's super clear. Everything, like you can just look and see the iconography is great.
Kudos to Raphael.
You explained the rules, and like I think I got most of it. Which for the amount of stuff that's going on
is good. It's a very readable game.
And you did very well for the first time. So.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that you're doing 2 actions, right? That's nice. It limits your scope, right? You think, okay, do one thing and I'll upgrade something. So,
Okay.
Okay, we're going to finish here.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll tie things up.
Stefan, you're still the only viewer at this time. Thank you very much for staying with us
and
for all the corrections.
Especially for pointing out all those things, especially in Rudy's case.
Now I'm thinking. I will pay more attention next time when we are playing, because I think we will be like make a lot of errors apparently.
No. So thanks for staying with us, and see you all again soon.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.